Hi, I'm Paul Bidwell. I'm the prospective parliamentary candidate for the Labour Party in Bracknell. I think it's a tremendous honour. It doesn't seem that long ago that we fought the 2017 election. It's very difficult in different times, but a lot of learning from the last election, and along with the fabulous manifesto that we have, I think we've got a really good chance of improving on 2017. I think we need to be very positive about how we can improve engagement with the constituents. The previous 20 years have seen very, very little interaction between constituents and the representative of Parliament. I aim to change that. I was baffled when I stood last time how little we saw of the incumbent member of Parliament. I want to meet with all community groups, businesses, and I will resurrect what seems to have never happened in this constituency, regular surgeries across all of Bracknell constituency, not just in Bracknell town. Brexit has been absolutely the most divisive thing this century as far as I'm concerned. I could get very angry about the reasons, the wherefores, but people are really, really fed up now. We need to get on and we need to deliver Brexit. The Labour Party is quite clear on the way forward. We should have been doing or calling the referendum after the negotiations, not before, when people knew exactly what they were letting themselves in for. Well, Brexit has interrupted a lot of good things that the Labour Party want to achieve. The standard of living for nearly everybody in this country over the last 10 years through austerity has not improved one iota. The Tories might claim that full employment is great, but it's not great when you're talking about zero-hour contracts, the gig economy. Try telling the single mum who has to decide between a meal or buying her kids shoes that austerity has worked and made her life better. It hasn't. We need to change. We need to be extremely bold. And after Brexit, this is what Labour will do if elected. Well, I was very fortunate to get re-elected as a town councillor this year. So that makes my fifth year that I've been part of the third largest town council in England. I continue to sit on the Finance and Strategy Committee as well as the Planning Committee, and more recently I have been co-opted onto the Carbon Reduction Committee, which clearly is a very, very important strategy for the Town Council. In addition to that, I've dealt with a lot of casework, mainly in parking, and the way that our outsourced housing association is treating some of our tenants. I think my response to that would be, well, who would you rather have as leader? And I would guess you'd have 5,000 different answers to that. At the end of the day, Jeremy Corbyn has overseen one of the best manifestos the Labour Party has ever had. What I would do is use that leadership and what it's done to promote an exceptionally good manifesto and make it real to the local people of Bracknell. Bracknell's a great place to live, but not for everybody, and we need to improve the lot of everyone, not just the few. Oh, that's quite simple. Build more houses. The lack of affordable housing in Bracknell has had a terribly bad knock-on lots of other parts of the infrastructure that we take for granted. You only have to drive around Bracknell to see the congestion in the housing estates because of not enough parking, because people are staying at home longer because they just can't afford to live. It takes at least £20,000 to £30,000 to get a deposit in this area, and that is just far, far too much for any young person to try and achieve. So we need to resolve that. We need some practical solutions, and we need to get younger people into housing of their own rather than staying in their parents' house for too long.